Tourists visiting Washington Square stop cold. New Yorkers do, too, even jaded ones, impatient ones, I am walkin' here, ones. Street performers, panhandlers, passing police officers, they stop and stand before the south side of the Washington Arch and watch. The best vantage point to observe this phenomenon is near the southeast corner of the arch, looking up toward Fifth Avenue as unsuspecting people walk closer. They notice a crowd staring and phones pointing at the arch, and invariably turn to see why. A few feet off the ground, a statue appears to have been mounted on the arch, its hands overhead clutching a small ledge, feet resting on another below. The statue is short, not 5 feet tall, and classical in appearance, a bare-chested male with a garb around his waist. It is the same marble gray as the looming city landmark that supports its weight. Then the statue moves. Jaws go slack, there are small, startled squeals, quiet curses. And it is not as though this sort of thing is new. Living statues, as they are known, are common in Europe, and there are some in New York City. But none are quite like this one. The performer's attention to detail is impressive, the stony texture of his skin, the weathered look. But what is most striking, the performer's greatest asset behind the illusion, is his size, too tall to be a dwarf, but much shorter than an average man. He stands 4'11" and weighs 83 pounds. Sometimes 84, he said later. He is Johan Figueroa Gonzalez, 30, a transplant from Puerto Rico who has brought the physique, which once invited cruel taunts in his adolescence, to a corner of Manhattan where he has quite literally found his niche, on the backside of a 122-year-old monument to the nation's first president. The photographer Steve McCurry, whose famous picture of a green-eyed Afghan girl appeared on the cover of National Geographic magazine in 1985, saw Mr. Figueroa Gonzalez one evening and took his photo on the arch. He posted it on Instagram, where it attracted 40,000 likes. I've seen these street performers all over the world, Mr. McCurry said in an interview. But he seems more of a true artist in that he wants to create something interesting. Other people posted videos and pictures to YouTube or Yelp, cool but a little creepy. Mr. Figueroa Gonzalez was raised in San Juan in a deeply religious Catholic family. I had a beautiful childhood, he said. My first 12 years were really amazing. Then, the children around him continued to grow while he did not. I was bullied, he said. You look weak. He went on to study at the University of Puerto Rico, and he worked as a tour guide at a museum. There he met a professor who was teaching an art class and needed a model for her students to draw. He volunteered. She taught me how to keep a pose for a long time, he said. 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 60 minutes. He began performing around the Plaza de Armas in Old San Juan, a fountain with a Four Seasons theme. He dressed as a clown, recited poetry, told stories, everything, he said. There were 4 actual statues in the fountain, one for each season, and they gave him an idea.